Good morning and welcome. Happy Friday out there. And man, sometimes you just hate being right all the time. 800-951-0592. That is our toll-free number. You will want to call it today. Matter of fact, I will tell you that after 2 p.m., Arizona time, Colorado time, I guess that's mountain time. You know, I don't know. Arizona, we don't change, so we never know. We will cut off silver and gold sales until Monday. You heard me right. I'm going to send the girls home early. We have a huge breakout that we've been telling you all week it was coming. And now we'll see what happens. Do not be surprised to see $100 plus silver come Monday. Do not be surprised, $5,400 gold come Monday. Get your orders in quickly. 800-951-0592. We got the Dow down 600 points this morning. Producer price inflation. Wow, you know, and we've warned you guys and told you guys, we're not guessing. I hope people don't think that. Right? Oh, Joe and Jason, they want to scare you. They give you the worst case scenarios. None of that is what we try to do. We try to educate. And there are certain things that are extremely obvious. The producer prices. Now, so this is inflation before it gets to you. Inflation before it gets to you. December, remember we got that a little late, but December, they were sitting there talking about, oh man, this was a bad number because it was up 0.4%. January, it was even worse. The best number was the headline number, up 0.5 month over month. Much hotter than expected. Of course, don't worry, guys, because that only put it to 2.9 year over year. So, you know, I guess on the headline they can say, well, see, it's still not 3%, but don't worry. In the new Fed regime, this will be okay. 0.5, not a big deal. But the problem was that was the best number. Final demand for services up 0.8%. Wow. I mean, you think about that. If you did that, I mean, and I know we're not going to do it for 12 straight months. That would be almost 10% inflation, by the way. They're talking about squeeze on demand, squeeze on margins, even with the increase in pricing. By the way, thankfully, in this number, gasoline was down 5.5%. And all of us know, I don't know what the hell happened to gasoline, but all of a sudden, boom, right? Everybody just slapped on another 50 cents. Well, I guess we probably do the Iran. By the way, Iran talks today, no deal. Maybe we'll talk again next week. Rubio on his way to Israel. Take that for what you would like. But like I said, it got worse. If you took away food and energy, this is what they call the core, up 0.8%. Right? So in other words, if you took out gasoline, this is what prices were up. 3.6% year over year. So this number, I guess, on the new Fed, Jason, that would just barely be hot, right? Oh, 3.6, right? You know, because let's face it, they're going to try to tell us that 3.5 is going to be okay, but not very good news for us in the coming months, because obviously this is the producer side, and we know what producers do. They got to raise prices.
I was talking to Joe about Wednesday. You know, with
you just want to get into it, don't you?
Well, a bit. I'm listening to the numbers, like you said. What happened to gas? And I know natural gas is different than fuel, but the shutdown wasn't just the COMEX on metals; it was also natural gas. Do you remember that? They shut down natural gas.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if they just threw natural gas. I don't know. Did they throw natural? So let's just tell everyone what we're talking about. Wednesday late. Silver was rallying, right? It got to like $90, and then all of a sudden, the COMEX shut down trading for gold, silver, right, the precious metals, and natural gas. Right? And they said it was a glitch. Right? There was a glitch. Every rumors were abound from Wednesday night into Thursday. Remember, yesterday, silver pulled back. Now, silver, by the time silver closed yesterday, it was all the way back to like $89. But people are saying that it wasn't a glitch. But I'm just wondering if they threw natural gas in there to say, right, oh, no, it's not just, it was other stuff, too, besides gold and silver. I don't know. That's just what I think, right? Well, we'll throw natural gas in there. Maybe they'll believe it. We'll tell you more about it right after the break. 800-951-0592. Very quickly, let's take a quick look at the markets here. The Dow's down 550. The Nasdaq's down 37. I'm sorry, the S&P's down 37. The Nasdaq down 175. The 10-year note has gone below 4%. As they say, stagflation is now the most likely outcome. That is, I can't disagree. I can't, right? I mean, boy, it's not good, right? Because I don't think we're going to get hyperinflation, which is better than stagflation. So what does stagflation mean? Stagflation means the stock market doesn't go up, your wages don't keep up, even worse than what they've been, and we still have high inflation. The job market isn't going to be hot, which it's not, right? This kind of take what we have now, but make it worse, right? Right? Take what we have now, but make it worse. Oil up $1.50, almost $67, and you guys can decide what we're going to do. Gold is up 70, 52.55. Listen, $20 gold pieces, $54.25 until 2 p.m. I was up at 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, 3 o'clock. That is when orders will stop here.
That hour.
Today.
I'll do that hour. Whatever we have left, if anything, I'll pitch it. As soon as that hour is done, I won't be speaking about gold and silver. I think gold and silver has these big Friday up days, and then it has a big Monday up day, so we could see $100 silver. And Joe, you do the special. I want to add something to it.
Yeah. Well, let me go. So you got $52.60 on gold. $20 gold pieces, $54.25. I think we could see $54.25 by Monday. Very possible. Silver up $5.73.
Look at it go.
93.90. Let's just call it what it is. $94.
I got 94.02, by the way.
It is going to be over the most likely scenario is silver over $100 on Monday morning. And this is why we are going to cut off sales. I will raise all of our prices online. This now, is this a certainty? Like, is this a guarantee?
No.
No.
No. But it's a likelihood that we've been seeing.
But there's a bunch of factors at play. Number one is technical stuff, charting stuff, right? So today, silver has blown through $93. Blew through it from a technical perspective because of the big move up and then the big move down. $100 is wide open. Then there is what happened Wednesday. Nobody believes that the reason they shut the COMEX down was due to this quote-unquote technical issue. Like I said, they halted metals and natural gas. Funny, all the other stuff worked, apparently. It was just these two things, right? That number one, that kind of makes it odd, right?
No, I guess if you're going to do a shutdown and there's something else having some problems, I don't know, is there a problem? But might as well shut that one down, too. He says, we're going to do a shutdown. Might as well throw that in because we're having some issues there. That's what I'm thinking, Joe.
There
might be some issues there. Hey, someone can make – my buddy over here can make a little money on natural gas if you'd shut that down for a little bit, too. Okay, let's do it. Right? It could be one of those, Joe.
Could be one of those. But it is very interesting. After this happened, India, which now has become a big player in the silver market, just passed a new, law, if you will, the India Securities and Exchange Board, saying that they are moving away from the London and COMEX fixing valuations, saying that they are now going to price these things on their own, which leads to speculation, guys, that they've gotten tired of New York and London manipulating the markets. And obviously somebody in India was probably going to make a buttload of money on Wednesday because silver got to 91.5 when they shut it down Wednesday. But in either way, Jason, everybody, I'm just telling you, run to your phone right now. I have the right to raise these prices every second.
Well, we'll raise them on the weekend because what happens, all you guys have to do is look at spot price Sunday evening after 4 o'clock. I look at it usually when I'm getting ready for the next day, leave 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I take a look at those Chinese prices, the Asian markets. And usually on Sunday when we have the up down Friday, I look Sunday night and there it is, it's up. We can't have the price of our Friday specials sitting there Sunday evening and have you guys calling in and trying to, grab a deal. And yes, we give you deals, but we can't have, what if silver goes up $12 on Monday? Like we're already up 5 or 6 right now. It goes up $12 on Monday. We can't support those prices. So Joe's going to be very smart about raising the prices for the just-in-case situation, and you're going to buy into something. Joe, you have a silver special. Let's listen to this, and I want to add to that.
Here it is. Rolls of silver dimes. They're going to be $335. By the way, that puts it below spot at $93.70.
Fantastic.
Okay. I will hold that price if silver gets to 94.5 and probably going to get there today at 94.5. I'll probably have to go up $5, right? Somewhere between 94.5 and 95. I'm going to have to raise that price.
And maybe how much you guys buy right now on the air here in the next hour or two. If you guys start buying it up like you should, the cheap silver that we have may not be unending, right?
It's not going to be. So this and then the next one, U.S. Silver Eagles. Oh, I'm nervous, but I'm going to do it. I know, right? It seems ridiculous.
Well, this is what all gold and silver dealers across the country have to do. You have to figure out where you're safe. You can make your margin, but be fair to your customer. That's what everyone's doing now.
$21.75, and I'll just say this: we're cheaper than just about everybody at $21.75 for U.S. Silver Eagles. I'm just going to guess, where we're going to be come Monday, right? We could see, I don't know. We'll be north of $2,200, right? I mean, maybe $2,300, $2,400. But right now, $21.75. And I'll say this: silver dimes, I can sell you a lot of them. Okay, Probably could sell you, I don't know, 5 to 10 bags of dimes before I'd be like, okay. Silver Eagles, guys, they could go out of stock in 5 minutes or 5 hours. I don't know. So this is not anything other than I'm just telling you right now, if you were going to buy gold or you were going to buy silver, and today, do it today, because everything is setting up for another rip your face off rally that will probably be next week, right? Can you imagine? We're going to have the rip your face off rally, and then all of a sudden, by the way, and we're going to bomb Iran all at the same time. We can really have it get out of hand. So part of this silver, at least I know for Colorado, but I talked earlier this week. I went back into some of the Patriot Trading 101. When you order, you're locked in. We're locked in on the price that we have this stuff for. Back at late January, we had some guys that bought as it was just spiraling upwards. And, they bought on the 28th of January, 29th of January, and then on January 30th, a Friday, it spiraled downward, $30 an ounce. And actually, intraday, it went down $35 because it went up $5 before it went down $35. Some of this silver, just so you guys know, some of this is their loss is your gain. So we held on to this. We tried to call these guys in. They thought they were losing money. And now the silver price is practically back to where it was when they locked in and did not honor their side of the deal. So some of this is their loss, your gain silver. So some of the silver you're getting is their loss is your gain today, because if we have silver at $100 an ounce and pushing hard upwards, you really should buy it right now. And Joe and I can't hold these prices. We have a few days off. The silver and gold markets are shut down for the weekend. We can't support these low prices if the Chinese market opens up and they're like, okay, it's $110 now. Go order on Patriot right now and rip them off. That's not going to happen. But we're giving you the opportunity that even if it goes down Monday, which I don't foresee, especially on the dime prices Joe's offering, and the Silver Eagles at this moment, great place to be, because you're going to see the ups and downs, right, Joe? It's going to happen. We're trying to get you in before a spike. Get in there. Yeah, well, and again, it's funny because I'm sitting here now, $93, $94 silver, and silver's going to be $150.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's not a guess. That's not a guess. Jason is really good at this stuff. He really is. And I will just say that there are more and more scenarios now to support $20,000 gold and $500 silver, and I know it sounds ridiculous. You're like, come on, Joe, gold, $5,250. What do you mean, $20,000? Silver's not even $100. What do you mean, $500? Let me share some things with you. I want you to know, because you truly don't understand. I'm obviously doing a terrible job.
And I'm going to do something. I'm going to show. We got this guy Felix. He's really cool accent, and we're going to talk the repo market. Now I'm going to show you guys the chart that we talk about the repo. I'm going to show you the chart so you can visually see what we're talking. Sometimes you just need to see it, right, Joe? What's getting ready to happen, and that's what's getting ready to happen is going to do what could force these prices to what Joe just said: $20,000 gold, $500 silver. We don't know this, but it sure looks very possible, Joe.
We're going to be back right after the break. Get your stuff put away.
Sir, yes, ma'am.
800-951-0592. $20 gold pieces, $54.25. I don't know. Don't be surprised to see 56, 5,700 on 20s next week. Online, I've already raised the prices of dimes and silver eagles. But if you call, I will honor the $335 for rolls of dimes. It's below spot. $21.75 for rolls of U.S. silver eagles. And Jason, when we sit here and we start thinking about, what could we see silver eagle pricing Monday? I mean, we're going to see silver if it's, if we're right and silver's 100 plus, just 100, you're probably looking at 23.25, 23.35. But every dollar adds another $20. A $10 move. As an example, you're going to see silver eagles over $2,400. So buying them here at $21.75 is the way to go. And look around. I started looking around. We are inexpensive compared to most. 800-951-0592. So we had this weird glitch shutdown Wednesday. Everybody kind of calling BS as a bunch of trades were allowed to happen for whatever reason, to the downside too, by the way, kind of interesting. Then India says, you know what, we're done with this. We're done. We're not doing this anymore. We're ditching the LBMA and the COMEX, and we are going to set our own prices for the gold and silver ETFs in India. They're just going to ignore Western pricing. On top of that, in China, they are now, and I think India as well, effective April 1st, 2026 is when India will make that available. On top of that, they will also now allow for silver to be used as collateral for loans in India. Uh-oh.
That sure sounds like a reason to have silver a lot higher than it is now.
Uh-oh. Wow. This is big. Meanwhile, in Canada, the silver sitting on the clearance rack after the glitch handed bullion banks a discount bonanza. Yeah, see, this is what we were telling you about. This was all nonsense. But, guys, we're at this point now. None of this stuff works. All the raising margin requirements. Go ahead. Raise them again. It has no effect. Glitches, no effect. I don't know how to tell you guys, there is no silver out there. Every single month, the amount of silver in reserve goes lower and lower and lower, and the price continues to go higher and higher and higher. Same thing with gold. Look at what, who was it? Was it J.P. Morgan yesterday? Gosh, we can't figure it out. Gold's so high, but yet the miners, they can't get any more gold out of the ground. Duh! They were getting every ounce out of the ground they could at 3,000. Silver, it's even worse. But how about this? Smartphones. Okay? Got to have your silver for the smartphones. Going to have a big problem. You think we're in for stagflation? Ready? They're saying that smartphone deliveries will fall almost 13% in 2026. Gosh, that's big. You're like, wait a minute, Joe, that's less demand, not more. You're right, but guess what they said? Prices are getting to the point where it has become so expensive that Android may actually have a huge problem on its hands because Apple and Samsung went out and secured their own silver supplies, and that the cost of Android phones is going to go through the roof, even with huge sales declines. Jason, this is the stuff we're talking about. People don't get it. There's no silver out there.
Yeah, the COMEX is down 33%, and I forget the exact time frame. I was watching this last night from, 1.2 was it billion ounces, whatever it is, down to 800,000. It dropped very fast. And that's just what they're allowing us to know. I mean, who knows how much of that is actually already claimed and just needing to be shipped.
March is a delivery month for COMEX. Everybody knows it.
Yep.
And how much of this stuff is about lease rates they're idiotic. There are some people having to pay 30%. Could you imagine? Just so they could borrow silver to make deliveries. And I know this, Jason, we both know, we are warning you, there are implosions in the coin market, aren't there?
Yeah.
Big dealers are starting to drop like flies here.
I introduced Joe to somebody that was familiar with having some family troubles with their gold and silver business in Florida, and it's like, we know this was going to happen, and there's a lot of guys that either buy it and it drops, or they're in this case holding for other people. There's so many guys out there. It's like, make sure your silver and gold is in a secure facility, and then there's a lot of secure facilities, and there's very trustworthy guys that will hold your gold and silver. But just because they're trustworthy doesn't mean something's going to happen to them that they can no longer hold it for you. I am a big proponent of holding your gold wherever you have to hold it, where you can physically get to it. You can't have somebody else holding it. You just can't. The best guys in the world with good intentions can lose your silver. If you don't hold it, you don't own it, right? How many times have you heard that across gold and silver shows, right?
Yep. Oh, wait, there's even more bad news. Uh-oh. What's the next shortage coming? 800-951-0592. Again, the big specials here. We are expecting a very volatile upside week. Next week, we will close early today, 3 p.m. Why? Because at that point, we will be unable to lock product until Monday morning. And Jason and I, we've seen this play out before. We are anticipating a very big move to the upside. So get your product ordered today. Dimes, $335. A bag of dimes. That's $1,000 face value. 10,000 dimes. is $67,000. $67,000 for 715 ounces of silver. Come Monday, right? I mean, I don't know, right? Somewhere between 71 and 74,000 on Monday. Yeah, I'd rather spend 67.
That's how fast it's moving, man. We knew that prices were going to go up. We would hit these higher levels. Yep. But for Joe's been doing this longer than me, and me for as long as I've been doing it, it still is kind of tough to say, okay, we got a roll of Silver Eagles for $21.75. It's a great super special, and a bag of dimes is $67,000. We knew it was going to happen, but when you're in it, you're in it, right, Joe? It's just like we knew it was going to happen, but even though we knew it was going to happen, it's still shocking, and it's going to double over again. Listen.
It's going to get worse.
Listen, we're 90. Let's just say $90 silver. $180 silver means that this bag of dimes, if just flat numbers on a special, $134,000. $134,000, and we could see a bag of dimes at the end of this year selling for $134,000.
Yeah. That's not. And here's the problem. That's not pie in the sky. Right, that's not the Mexican cartels shut down all the roads in and out of the silver mines in Mexico, which, by the way, may happen. But that's not that.
And think about all your friends and your family, even your enemies, who are going to sit there and pay their bills, never touch gold and silver, put anything away in safety in silver and gold, that aren't going to take advantage of silver that's going to double over possibly this year, and then maybe double, quadruple, quintuple next year, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, boy. By the way, remember Tricolor, their bankruptcy, then Blue Owl. Well, guess what? This time out of London, Market Financial Solutions. They had a $2.4 billion loan book, and that was in pounds. So that's closer to $3 billion. They just collapsed. So this private credit thing continuing to rear its ugly head. At the same time, we had this way out of control producer price inflation. We had this weird thing happening with the COMEX, and now India's like, you know what? For our ETFs, we're not using your pricing. We're done. And we've been telling you, this move is shifting east. It's shifting east. It's shifting east. We don't have the capacity. We don't have the refining capacity. Rare earths. Boy, this whole thing is getting uglier. Suppliers to U.S. aerospace and semiconductors, they are sitting there saying that they are facing a bigger rare earths shortage, and it's getting worse. They are now turning away clients. President Trump now is going to visit China in May. The shortages in the rare earths are leading to extreme price. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't even know how to call volatility, right? Everything costing more. They are now saying that the shortages have gotten so bad. Prices are now 60% since November. They are 69 times what they were a year ago for certain of these rare earths. And Jason, essentially what they're telling the U.S. government is, hey, everything that you want to buy is going to cost significantly more. And this is also the semiconductors, these 5G chips and all that stuff. That's this. They're saying that prices are expected to get significantly worse as there's just simply not enough product to go around.
Yeah, what is Trump doing going over to China? What kind of deal is he going to strike this time? Why am I starting to get the feeling, Joe, when it comes to commodities, now suddenly we're going to have to go over there and start asking if we could buy their commodities? And hey, here's the boom. Here's the boom, Joe, right? Think about this. Will you take dollars if we can buy your gold and silver with our dollars? And I know we'll give you a premium. We know the dollar's going down, but we need to stuff this bag somewhere. You take dollars, gold and silver prices will go to the moon, but at least you can sell us this stuff. We need some of this stuff. Why do I get the feeling it's all about spreading dollars, Joe, in any way possible? China, sell us stuff. We'll pay in dollars in any amount you need.
Wow. Engine makers are saying they are struggling to meet demand for spare parts for airlines.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Boeing and Airbus affected. U.S. aircraft engine makers, GE Aerospace, RTX, and Pratt Whitney and Honeywell all saying the same problem.
Careful on that airline trip you're taking.
Yeah, right. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. Again, we will close early today at 3 o'clock. That is when we will no longer be able to lock products for the weekend.
Yeah, right at 3 o'clock. I'll let you have an update. Yeah. Give you one last shot.
So we'll give you a little leeway there, but
and then the girls are leaving. Then they're at 3:30. They're out the door. They're gone.
They're out the door. Right now, rolls of dimes, essentially at spot, been below spot most of the day. Right now, spot's $93.50, $335 a roll. Okay, $335. That's 20 cents right now above spot. It's not going to be above spot. I'm just telling you. U.S. Silver Eagle rolls, $21.75. And then on the gold side, guys, this is great. $24.25 on $20 gold pieces. Now, I think it's going to be there Monday. I really do.
I think it's very possible. Joe and I don't know. We're not guaranteeing nothing, but it's very possible. We've seen this.
I'll be shocked if we don't see $100 silver next week. And
gold in 2024 and gold in 2025. We had this Friday Monday thing going week after week after week, and then silver started going up last year, up on Friday, up on Monday, and then you can have all the volatility during the week. But then if it was going to keep going up on Friday, up on Monday. I'm just looking at the patterns. That's all. That's just what's been happening. Now, does that mean it's going up for sure on Monday? No, but there's a lot of news that's putting pressure on silver upwards. You don't shut down silver sales on Wednesday to have it stay down.
For me, I'm the technical guy. This is all technical stuff. I'm not saying this for any other reason than that this is what the charts say, and this is what the computers are programmed to do. Do I believe that Wednesday, they let somebody very big get out of a silver trade? I do. And this is kind of clearing the deck for that if we're right on that. So it's it's a great opportunity. And the best part is it really doesn't matter, right? Because this is just a real short-term play versus what we know is going to be happening. By the way, if you're interested, Bill Clinton on the whole Epstein thing. So if you want to believe this, apparently he saw nothing and he did nothing wrong. So there you go.
And he didn't inhale.
Yes, and he did not have sexual relations with that woman. You know what? Maybe he dusted off the Monica playbook. I don't know. Right?
What a goof, man! I mean, they pay the price, man. I mean, to be one of these chosen presidents year after year, and apparently you pay the price way after your retirement. So, congratulations, Bill Clinton. You look like a complete jerk.
I didn't see anything. I didn't do anything
I didn't inhale nothing. I don't know anything about a blue dress.
What blue dress? I don't know.
And by the way, next week, Iran's going to have a nuclear bomb.
Iran has rejected U.S. excessive demands, but they're willing to talk again next week. I don't know what that's going to mean.